When I first heard about me doing Britney Spears, I was on tour, and Ryan pulled me aside, like he does a lot, and he was like, so I want you to be prepared to sing. He was like, because you're going to be singing. I was like, oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, the moment I get back from tour, because we were on tour, the moment I get back from tour, I'm going to take singing lessons. He's like, okay, good. He was like, because we're writing an episode about you. It's going to be called Brittany. And I was like, what? And of course, like, I didn't really say anything. I was like, okay, like frozen. And he was like, so basically what's gonna happen is we find out that you don't like her, and you're like, you go to the dentist, and he like didn't really make sense when he was explaining it. But so anyways, I was like, after that I went home and I was like, I started like kind of crying a little bit, like not to like make it a big moment, but I literally got home and I was like tearing up because when I was younger, she was like my idol. So it was something that was like such a big deal to me, but I didn't want to be like, oh my God, Ryan. I had no say in what I was gonna sing. Zach had asked me my opinion at one point, if I wanted to do Toxic or Slave for like my solo. And I was like, well, Slave is like the best video ever. And I was thinking about the video at the time, so I was like, okay, well, I'd rather do Slave if I get the choice. When I was in recording, Adam's brother was the one that was helping me record, and he basically was like, Ryan's one note is to sound like Britney Spears. So even though I wanted to sound like myself, I mean, I do, but like, I tried as hard as I could to mimic Britney. And it did, it sounded just like her. I heard it back and I was like, whoa, I sound just like her, that's weird. So we're all just kind of standing there, and then she just walks in and she looked gorgeous, and she was like super sweet, and I don't know, it was just like kind of normal. That was it. It was super in and out, and then we only got her from like 9 to 2 for 2 days. But the second day was when I got to have a one-on-one scene with her. And it was like going through my mind like in a scene where it was like just her and everybody was like far away from me, and I was just like staring at her. Like not in a weird way, but like, you know, we have a scene where we're like speaking to each other, and I was just like, even like I was spitting out lines, but I was thinking while I was spitting out my lines, like, I am like literally an inch away from Britney Spears, who like I used to watch on television and like learn dance moves too, and like sing out loud in my room like every day. It was just so weird. In addition to not only the cool wardrobe that I got to wear, I got to do 3 iconic Britney songs, which we were all curious which songs they were going to do, but we ended up doing Toxic, and then as a group we did Toxic. I did Slave as my solo, and then 9 I did Me Against the Music. And on top of that, Kevin did Stronger, which I'm really excited to see and hear. I watched Full House every day when I was growing up, and Uncle Jesse, John Stamos, is the most gorgeous older man I've ever met in my life. And he's super rad. He plays the drums. Like, he's so cool. And like when he first walked in the first day, he was working with us in our scene, and we did the dentist scene where he like gives us the tablets and we chew them or whatever. He was so cool. He like we were outside talking about summer, and we were all in the cutest outfits, and we were taking a picture, and he jumps in, he snaps a photo with us, and then afterwards he's like, what's up, I'm John, and like, I don't know, he's just, it's like what you imagine people to be like.